Good morning YouTube, welcome to episode 8. This morning we just left Robe, so we're going to be spending the next couple of days riding through the stunning Coorong, which is, whoa.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's just so stunning. I think on our first trip that we did, the Coorongs were definitely my favourite part of the trip. It's like lots of low kind of, I think they're salt bushes, I'm not sure exactly, but lots of low scrubbiness, super flat. You can see lots of pelicans out there. It's just, yeah, beautiful.
It's really nice, yeah. So looking forward to getting some nice drone shots out there and hanging out there for a while tonight. And then after that we're heading towards Adelaide. Still not sure what our plans are in Adelaide or after that. We'll just take it as it comes, but enjoy. Drone time! So I hope you enjoyed that. The Coorong was absolutely lush. We spent one night out there, 2 days riding. So yesterday we covered, I think 92 Ks, 92, and camped out in the middle of the Coorong, which was very beautiful. And then today we got excited again. We had a big tailwind and we ended up covering 140 kilometers to a town called Wellington. The Coorong was stunning. We had Salt Lakes, the pelicans were out. It was a fun couple of days ride, so we're pretty exhausted but feeling good. We're feeling fit. We're not beat up too much from the ride, and ready to go again tomorrow. So we'll sit down and have a big meal of pasta. I think we're going to eat a full packet between us without a trouble, and then get some well-deserved sleep. So yeah, next 2 days we're going to make our way up into Adelaide. So we'll hit the dreaded Adelaide Hills and probably have a 0 day in Adelaide. So that's us for the night.
Alright, so we've just done 30 Ks this morning from Wellington. We stayed at a caravan park there. So the scenery's just started changing. We went through quite a few like paddocks and really open, empty spaces, and now we're getting into the vineyard country, which is really pretty. So we'll have that for a little bit longer, and then we're going to tackle the Adelaide Hills, which will be interesting. Hopefully it won't be too much of a struggle, but we're going to try and show you a little bit of that, because probably most of the stuff you've seen so far is just us cruising and having fun, but there is hard parts to it too, so hopefully we can capture that on camera and show you guys that experience as well.
I'm not sure how the legs are going to feel because we did their big 140k yesterday, the 92k before that, and the legs have felt fine this morning, but we think that the hills are really going to test us.
And then later this afternoon we'll end up in Mount Barker, but we don't actually have a campsite yet, so we're just going to do a bit of stealth camping, so we might kind of show you that process and how we kind of suss out where we're going to set up.
Yeah. So this looks like the start of Adelaide Hills. Doesn't look too much, but you always regret saying that on the bike.
Well, we're feeling sweaty and puffed, but it's manageable. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's all right. We've done them before. It's kind of nice to get the steep hills every now and then, because then you appreciate the flats and you appreciate the tailwinds. If we had nothing but that all day, it'd just feel normal. So
yeah,
a nice reality check.
Yeah.
We've lost Libby. Where's she gone? All right, so we've just passed through Mount Barker. We had some lunch there. Hill climb was okay. Now we've got the job of looking for a place to set up camp. We're having a look at a place called Totnes Reserve, which was looking pretty good, but we've just tried to ride out there a couple of different ways, and Google Maps says that there are roads heading out there, but they don't actually exist. There's one private property driveway behind us that we've just climbed 100 meters altitude to reach, and it hasn't turned out. But that's the risks of stealth camping. It doesn't always turn out. So we've got enough water, we've got all the supplies that we need, so we're just going to keep going along the road to Adelaide, along some back roads, and just keep our eyes peeled. We know that there's a really strong headwind tomorrow, so the more we can do today, the less we have to do tomorrow. It's looking like it's not going to be a great campsite. We're probably going to be tucked away on the side of the road somewhere.
Yeah.
Just because we're around farmland and there's not a lot of free open space. But that's what it is. It's a free camp, and we've been pretty lucky up until now with our spots, so fingers crossed for us. All right, we think we found a spot. We're tucked away just on the side of one of these back roads here. Seems to be relatively busy, but I think when it gets to night, it'll quieten down.
Yeah, it should settle.
Yeah, so we're not on anyone's property, but we're right next to their fence, so I think the plan is for us to wait till it gets dark, and then we set up our tent and all of our stuff. So we'll keep it pretty minimal, just make it look like we're resting, a bit cheeky, and then we'll set up.
Yeah, we were just done with hills for the day, so
Yeah.
this looked as good a spot as any.
We've done the bulk of the Adelaide Hills. We've just got a little bit to go tomorrow. Yeah, we've broken the back of it. We'll just chill for the afternoon and head into Adelaide, pick up some supplies.
That's it.
No more hills. All right, so it's now about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we've just finished the top of Adelaide Hills. It was a pretty rough finish, to be honest. There were some very, very stiff peaks, like a well-whisked egg white.
Yeah.
Moraine.
Tough.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was pretty brutal. So we ended up getting up this morning at 5:30 in the morning. It's one of the pitfalls of the stealth camp. While it's very exciting and you can end up in some cool places and you don't have to pay, you want to be out of there before the sun comes up, just so that no one notices you there and leave no print. So we're up early, got the climb done, and now we're about to drop down into Adelaide. We've got about a 600 meter big drop.
And there's rain and thunderstorms and a strong headwind coming in, so we're really trying to beat that.
50 kilometre headwind. We want to be out of here by the time that comes through. So, plan of attack for today is we're going to head into Adelaide. We've got some shopping to do, and we're also wanting to try and buy an emergency beacon so that when we're out in really remote rural areas, we've got a fail safe to hit the button if we really need help, run out of water, something happens. So we'll have a look around town, see what we can get, and then out to a friend's place for the night. So that drop into Adelaide was so much fun. That was sick. We were able to jump on a bike path and just boot down the mountain all the way into city, which was incredible. We caught a truck. I'm sure you saw that. We absolutely booked it down. That was so good.
So fast.
That was great. And then really nice meandering paths into the city. Very green. I like Adelaide. It's lush. It's a really nice city. It's nice and small. Very, very nice. So once we got into town, we had some lunch, and then we rode up along the coast up to Port Adelaide. We did not beat the rain. we got whacked with the rain and the wind, but it was kind of nice. It's a nice feeling when you're wet and cold on the outside, but inside you're nice and warm. We were very waterproof and watertight. The spray's done a good job.
Yeah.
And knowing that you're going to a place where you can have a warm shower and tuck yourself in for the night in a nice bed. So big shout out and thank you to Jenna and Dave and little baby Jed, who are putting us up for the night, for the next 2 nights. Plan now is to have a 0-day tomorrow in Adelaide, rest our legs and our bums. We'll do a few small things. We'll buy that emergency beacon satellite that we need. We'll do some shopping. We'll catch up with some friends and just relax in a house while it's windy and rainy. So that'll be really pleasant. I'm looking forward to that. So after tomorrow, the plan is now going to be, after some advice from friends and family, is to start to make our way up towards a town called Port Augusta, through a couple of small quaint towns. So Clare Valley, known for its wineries, is going to be really beautiful riding, and up to a town called Melrose, which is apparently a cycling mecca and very well set up for us. So we're really looking forward to that. And once we're there, we're going to make a decision on how we travel and where we travel from there. But I think there's some exciting things in the pipeline coming up there. So yeah, that was a really awesome 4 days ride. That was a long stretch through the Coorong. Really, really nice. I'm enjoying it. We're still loving it out here on the bikes. We're still chomping at the bit for the next section, and yeah, it's been a great experience so far.
And it might seem like we're rushing through, but we're just enjoying being on the bikes so much.
Yeah.
We're kind of, just doing what we feel is necessary and fun.
That's it, yeah. I think a few people we've talked to are kind of thinking that, once you jump on the bike, you're head down and you're just booking it. But because you're traveling quite slowly, we might only spend 6 hours on the bike during the day. We're actually out traveling for 12 hours, and you spend the whole time looking up and looking around and getting a nice feel for the place. So it's a nice slow way to travel, and we really feel like we're doing it right for us at the moment.
Yeah.
We're loving it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for the next couple of days. We'll see you in 3 or 4 days with the next episode.